show you today how Boston Link and myself are using Maltego to pull data from NetWitness and Palo Alto within our environment. So the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and open up our Maltego. And you're going to see that we've already installed the NetWitness and PAmalt transforms, which you can get off of GitHub. And we're using the Canary framework in order to simplify the installation of the transforms. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and run our top spyware report from Palo Alto. Now the first time that you run this, as long as you made the configuration changes within the PAmalt comp file to point to your Palo Alto machine, you should get prompted for your login credentials, which I did right here. Put them in. And it should generate a cookie, and you should be good to go from that point on until the next time you restart your machine. So as you can see here, we have a bunch of alerts that went off. And normally what we'll end up doing is we'll pick one of these particular alerts and then we'll start our investigations off of that. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and pick the zero access gen command and control here. And we'll get rid of these. Now all these transforms run within a 24-hour period to match up. So this is all the alerts that happen within 24 hours. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and do, running another Palo Alto transform, is we're going to go IP to source. So we want to find out what's the source behind all that. And you can close off on the debug, which I didn't do that. And again, what's happening is the transform is working in the back, pulling the Palo Alto for all the source IP addresses that are relative to this command and control alert. As you can see, we have a bunch of IP addresses that just popped up. So these are all the IP addresses that are associated with our command and control. So now what the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight all these, and we're going to start using our NetWitness transforms, because I want to see who internally is communicating with all these servers. So what we'll end up doing is going to our NetWitness transforms, and as we have a bunch here, we're going to go IP destination to IP source. Within NetWitness, IP source is always our internal traffic, and within Palo Alto, source and destination can vary depending on the alert. But for the most part, it's the opposite of what NetWitness is. So what we're doing now is that transform is going back and it's querying NetWitness for the past 24 hours of data of our host communicating with these machines. And as you see, it's going off right now. So not too bad off of this one. We have a total of four machines that are communicating with this command and control. So what we're going to do from now, just to verify, we're going to highlight our internal IP addresses as well here. And we're going to run another NetWitness transform. And what we're going to do is we're going to go on this one, we're going to go source to threat, because we want to verify if there's any threats associated with this to kind of help rule out any false positives. The source to threat within NetWitness is pulling against the emergent threat feed, which are our basic snort rules that we're using. And again, as this transform is running, it's running against our NetWitness query for the past 24 hours. So some of the other cool things that you can do while we're waiting for this is as we do further investigations, if you're running Maltego on a Windows box and you have the NetWitness Investigator, you can actually launch Investigator right from Maltego by right-clicking and doing a launch investigation. But since that's a hard client and I'm running it off of my backtrack machine, we're not going to be able to launch Investigator to further dive into this one. But as you see, we have a bunch of alerts that have popped up via our NetWitness feeds. So each one of these machines do have something that's going on. And you can see we definitely have an issue here. So from this point further, we would go a little bit deeper into it to verify exactly what is going on. And as we look at it, we have a nice visualization that we can present to senior management on what exactly is going on in this particular instance, and then we can export it into a report. And that's what we have for right now. So we'll do some more investigations a little later.